question is, who do you admire? And briefly explain why.
Well, I think there would have to almost be two, I can't do one. There's going to be two special people in my life. First being my mom, and then my grandmother. Both women are dynamic in the fact that they can multitask in a variety of things that they do. They're both are very involved in the community. My grandmother is 92 years young, and she still volunteers in our church thrift shop 2 to 3 days a week. Very active, independent. My mom has always been there to support us, no matter what we do, my brother and I. So I think you can't do one, you have to have two.
My answer is a little bit similar to Lisa's. The person that I most admire is also my grandmother, and she is an amazing person. She raised 5 children into adulthood and had a whole bunch of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She called every one of us her babies. She had a career at a time when a lot of women stayed home, but she managed to successfully have a family and a career and show me just how to do that. She was outspoken and gracious at the same time, and she was just the role model of who I have tried to be throughout my entire life. And I'm so sorry to say we lost her this year on July 27th. So we miss her very much. But I will always be able to remember her and look back and ask myself, what would Grandma Tilly do when I have tough situations? Thank you.
There's so many people that I admire, but because this is an agricultural affair and I truly admire this person, I want to share my friend Kristen's story. My friend Kristen is a dairy farmer. She thought she was going to be a school teacher, went to school, went to do that, did it for a little while, and then realized that her family farm needed her. So she stopped teaching and began running a CSA, which is a community-supported agriculture. And what she did was changed her whole life around, put it on hold, and decided to make her family's farm viable. Because of what she did, her sacrifice, her family's farm is now up and running. They have a new milking parlor, and it has become viable. It's one of the best farms. I love volunteering there. And so I would say Kristen Herrick is an inspiration to me every day.
Who I admire most, being at the Essex pageant here, of course, is Mrs. Essex County. Why? Is because she represents all of you as farmers, as people who made quilts, as vendors who are selling fried dough. She's the face of the fair. I do admire all those 40 years of Mrs. Essex County. I'd like to be her, obviously, because I'm here. But on top of her, I'd have to admire my mom more, because she did raise 12 girls, and she raised us all as friends. We never had any issues competing with each other or whatnot. I would have to say those are my answers. Thank you.
I would have quite a few also, and they would be my elders, my grandmothers, but I have to say I have 4 daughters, and I have to admire my oldest daughter the most, because she's been through so much and come through so ahead. She's a farmer, she's a lead inspector, she's a mother of 2 herself, and a grandmother like me. And she's just added so much to her own community up in Dublin, New Hampshire. She keeps all the cows going and the chickens, and it just blows me away. And she delivers to all the local farm stands that and sells her eggs. And she's just such a warm and giving person, and she does so much. Sometimes she's burning 2 candles at both ends, and I worry. She's a hard worker, and she keeps on going. Even when she sprains her back, she's out there milking those cows, and I gotta give her a lot of credit. And I've gone over there and with my cold hands and milked them too, and it's a lot of fun. It's not as scary as a lot of people think it is.
Joan, please tell us briefly who you admire most and why.
I think that also for me is a hard question. Of course, my mom, because she taught me to be the self-sufficient, energetic person that I am today. But one of the things that is about me is I'm about youth. And I have to say that the teenagers that I work with right now are probably the kids that I admire most, and there's a bunch of them. But their support, their enthusiasm are what young people should be all about. And I can't say enough about them when I go out to speak to groups about our program. These are the kids that are with me. They're enthusiastic. They're our future. And I want to look up to them for what they bring and what we look forward to them bringing in our future. Thank you.
Well, first would be my mother, but second would be Carrie Crouch. She is the face of Mrs. Essex County. She is kind, she is gentle, she is thoughtful. She always does everything for everybody. I mean, she's here from the time the fair opens until the time the fair closes. She just is an inspiration for a lot of women, no matter what. She will do anything for anybody, and that's who I admire.
And the winner is, for Mrs. Essex County 2014, from Peabody, Massachusetts, Amelia D. Gregorio.
Thank you to everyone who's here, who came out to support this wonderful program, because the ladies who are up here on this stage are just incredible examples of what it is to be part of the Topsfield Fair community, part of the North Shore, and part of New England. They're wonderful women. They have such great personalities, and I'm so happy to say I've made friends with all of them today. This is just a dream come true for me, and I'm just so proud to join the sisterhood of these amazing women, and I'm looking forward to a great year. Thank you all so much.